the box office, Avatar: The Way of Water has made $1 billion worldwide. Avatar: The Way of Water, like its predecessor from 2009, earns over $1 billion at the international box office in less than 2 weeks after release. The Way of Water has become the third film in 2022 to reach $1 billion globally. James Cameron's Avatar: The Way of Water has surpassed the glorious $1 billion mark at the global box office in just under 2 weeks of release, proving doubters wrong at least for the time being. This is despite the fact that it debuted in a few international markets a few days before making its US debut. The long-awaited science fiction sequel has now become the third movie of 2022 to gross more over $1 billion at the global box office, and the sixth fastest ever to do so, with more than $300 million domestically and around another $700 million from abroad markets. It is now the third highest grossing film of the epidemic era and the second biggest film of 2022, behind only Top Gun: Maverick $1.49 billion and Spider-Man: No Way Home $1.9 billion. The Avatar sequel has a fantastic start, so the question is if it can maintain that momentum and become the first film since Avengers Endgame to earn $2 billion at the box office. With a whopping $2.9 billion worldwide gross, Avatar continues to be the most successful film ever. Avengers Endgame temporarily overtook it with $2.8 billion, but after re-release, Avatar surpassed that amount to reclaim the top spot. Many people are curious to see how much money the sequel can bring in and whether James Cameron will be able to complete his 5-film plan, even if few people anticipated to reach those heights. Avatar had an amazing run, surpassing $2 billion on January 31, 2010, and finishing its original run with $2.75 billion. The sequel has been similarly spectacular in its first 2 weeks, but it will probably fall short of that. Due to the lack of box office competition in January, the sequel may also have a longer run and still reach at least $2 billion. Even though this would be regarded as a fantastic outcome in almost any other circumstance, it is still unknown whether the movie will be able to reach the predicted break-even mark Cameron has indicated it has to attain in order to be deemed profitable. The Way of Water would need to earn around $2 billion at the worldwide box office in order for the movie to come in as the third or fourth biggest of all time, as the director had previously predicted. The Way of Water's $134 million domestic opening was more than the $77 million the 2009 debut of the original Avatar. The original movie, however, is renowned for having only minor declines in successive weekends. It later became the highest grossing movie of all time after its theatrical run. Thanks to several re-releases throughout the years, the movie has earned $785 million domestically and more than $2.9 billion internationally. Thanks for watching.